back Phil's fan mail. Oh, my fans are wanting me to bring back Phil's fan mail. Oh, bring back Phil's. Bring back Phil's. Hello, everybody. Hope you're all okay. I've just had a dream. And what it worries me, fans were wanting me to bring back Phil's fan mail. Well, that's just what I'm gonna do. Bring back Phil's fan mail. I've got a load of fan mail again. Oh yeah. Do you remember when I did the other videos of Phil's fan mail? I had them in a garage, didn't I? And then we moved to a stately home and I had them in stately home. Well, this series, I've had to ask my local vicar down at church to put him in his cellar. And he agreed, and he was right good of him and that. So I'm storing most of my letters and fan mail down in his cellar down local church. So that's very good. So keep them coming. Keep them coming. There's no address. Just put Phil and they'll get to me. They'll get to me. Everybody knows me. The whole world knows me. Just put Phil and they'll get to us. Right, what we're going to do in this series... I won't explain it now, but you'll find out as we go on. And we're going to use cards from decks with the fan mail. And you'll see as it goes on what I mean. So we'll get on with it because time's time. And our first fan mail letter today. Oh, I just love them. I did last time. I just love opening your letters. I really do. What we got today? We've got Mr. Peabody. Dear Phil, I am writing today and I wonder if you can help me. I am up all night. I can't sleep. I'm just worried about practically everything, Phil. Poor fella. Poor fella. And what is it, Mr. Peabody, you're worried about? Well, Phil, I'm working all hours with my job. My boss has cut my breaks down to about 15 minutes in the morning and another 15 minutes in the afternoon, and yet I'm working a 14-hour shift. Do you know these bosses? Come on. What are you doing to the workforce these days? I'll read on. I really feel for you, Mr. Peabody. I really do. Yes, Phil. I just don't know what to do. I wonder if you could help me. I can't get another job because I'm not educated enough. I've got no skills, and I think this is the only job for me. What is it you do? He's working in warehouse. 14-hour shift in a warehouse. What type of boss have you got? I wonder what job that is. Anyhow, Mr. Peabody is worried about his bills and all, about bills going up. He goes to the supermarket and he says that he buys about 10, 11 items because he can't afford it these days, and it's costing him an arm and a leg. Ah, yes, Mr. Peabody, I've done that. You have a few groceries, don't you, and you come home and find you spent a hell of a lot of money, and there's just a few groceries on what you've got out your bag, and you wondered where's all the money gone. Ooh, yeah. Anyhow, this is Mr. Peabody, and this is Ten of Air or Ten of Swords. And on card it says negativity, worry, and sleeplessness, and this is what Mr. Peabody's going through. He's going through all three, bless him. Can you see him in bed there? We're up all night, worried about money and his job. Oh, I do feel for him. I really do. The only thing I can give you advice, Mr. Peabody, is try and come to some agreement with you. Have a word with your boss. Tell him you want a rise and tell him you want more breaks. Saying it's getting you down, you're going to have time off because you're feeling really depressed and you're going to have to go to doctors. And so, have a word with your boss, You never know. Once he knows that you're going to have time off with depression and you're going to go to doctors, he just might let you have a bit longer break and cut your 14-hour shift down and give you a bit of a rise. Ooh. Wasn't that a sad letter? Our first letter on Phil's fan mail. Right, who we got? Let's hope the next letter is a lot more better. Let's hope we get next letter. Who we got? Just get my letter out. We've got Mrs. Angel. Oh, that's a nice name because I believe in angels. We all have a guardian angel. Mrs. Angel. Oh, that's a nice name, Mrs. Angel, you've got. Hope your letter is a lot more better than Mr. Mrs. Peabody, poor fella, who's already got problems. No, Mr. Peabody. Right. Mrs. Angel. And this is Fourth of Earth or Fourth of Pentacles. And we've got on card Control. We'll just go with Control. Now this young lady, what she's saying is, Dear Phil, I wonder if you can give me some advice today. I have loads of money. I won the lottery not so long since. And the only thing is, I've got no one to spend it with or share. I live on my own. My partner left me a few years ago for another woman. Ooh, sorry to hear that. Yes, and I don't get out much, and I've got all this money, and what's the point of all this money? Me sat on all this money, and yet I'm not seeing life, Phil. I'm 44-year-old. Yes, I can see it in the card. It's shining on the door. Can you see it shining on her door there? 44. Can you see her sat on that chest? She's got all that money with lottery win. But can you see that door locked, chained? She's sort of got a life. Even though she's got money, she's sort of locking herself away from seeing anybody in life and just getting out there. And she's wanting advice. Can you help me? Yes, I can help. What you want to do is get a nice dress, put some makeup on and start getting out to pubs and nightclubs. There in the nightclubs, you'll enjoy yourself, you'll meet people, you'll get dancing, you might meet a fella and hopefully that'll go well for you and you can start sharing your money a little bit with him, going on holidays together and that and doing all sorts of things. And you never know, something else might come from that relationship. So that's my advice. You need to get yourself out into pubs and nightclubs and start enjoying yourself and meeting people. Well, wasn't that another good letter on Phil's fan mail? It really was. Who we've got now? And this is Ace of Fire. Opportunities, creative and action. Can you see guardian angel at the back of this young lady? And our next letter is from Mrs. Green. Dear Phil, can you help me? I wonder if you can really help me and give me advice today. My daughter, there she is. She's wanting to go into sword fencing or something, boxing or judo or karate. She's wanted to do aggressive and fighting sport, and I am worried about it. Is there any advice, Phil, for me today? Yes, there is. I want you to see if your daughter would go into football, because football's quite popular now for females, isn't it? So get your daughter to a football club, or if not football, swimming or dancing, or even acting. So get her to an acting school or something. But try and do get away. There's nothing wrong in girls doing boxing, karate, and stuff like sword fencing. Now, I'm not saying that at all, but this particular person, she's wanting her daughter to do something a lot more than doing fighting sport. So my advice is, uh, see if you can get her to go to a football club. Get her a ball and start kicking around in park. That's one way of starting off, isn't it? Oh, that's a lovely good letter there. Right, who we got now? Oh, I hope you enjoy this. I can't wait for the next one. We've got Mrs. Sky. Dear Phil, I'm wondering if you can help me. She's there. She's going up to church there, and a guardian angel's opening the door for her. Dear Phil, I have just come out of witchcraft. What? Yes, but it is Wicca, and it is a good religion. It's a nature-based religion. But my friend said it opens portals to the devil and demons and all sorts of negative things. Yes, I've heard that, but I've looked into Wicca, and it's a lovely, lovely religion. And to be honest, Wicca don't believe in the devil. In fact, there's no devil in Wicca. That's the Christian belief. Well, what I wanted to know is it all right me choosing another religion? Christianity, I'm thinking of. What do you think about Christianity, Phil? Well, I can see you going to the church there, and your guardian angel is opening the door. So I know you believe in angels, which I do. And I think that's another good religion. All religions have something to offer, and they're all good religions. Uh, and they all play the part. And at day, we're all striving to be one with God, aren't we? No matter what religion. Yes, by all means, if you want to be a Christian, and go, by all means, you'll meet people. Uh, Maybe you want to join the choir there in the church. That's a good way of meeting people and getting yourself out and enjoying yourself. So my advice to you is, yes, be a Christian. Oh, thank you for your letter. Right, I think we've got one more letter and we're going to get off from this series. Oh, we've got Mr. Pillow. In fact, we've got his friend and all. There's two of them, Mr. Pillow and Mr. Clock. Mr. Clock and Mr. Pillow. Dear Phil, I wonder if you could help us. Here we are, sat on a hill. And this is two of fire. Planning and progress. Can you see them there? Sat on that hill together as friends. And what they're wanting to know is, have you any advice for us? We're wanting some sort of outdoor activity, Phil. Is there any advice for us? Yes, I have. I used to be in the Scouts and I used to love camping. It is really good. It gets you out and lots of fresh air into your lungs and that. So, guys, why don't you get yourself out camping? In forests or woods and that, and it's a great adventure. Uh, you'll enjoy it. Plenty of fresh air, plenty of exercise, and yeah, I think that's what you ought to do, lads. Is get yourself out camping. Because I used to love it in Scouts and Cubs. I really did. I wouldn't mind going camping now, but I'm a bit too old for laying on cold floors in a sleeping bag and that, you know. I'd rather have my warm bed, I really would. But younger days, I'd have been coming with you lads. I really would camping. I really would. So that's what my advice to you is: go camping. That's two of fire today. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you've enjoyed Phil's fan mail back. I just love opening your letters and reading them, and we're going to have more cards on Phil's fan mail. Keep shaking the camera. My hand keeps shaking the flipping camera. Keep it flipping still, my guides are saying. Keep the camera still. It's already backwards way around. Look at that. Words are all backwards way around with this camera. I wish I had my other camera. It were okay. Everything's reverse and backwards way around when I hold stuff up. Oh dear. Right, I'll have to get off. Time's time. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. I'm going to drop off now. I'm feeling tired, especially talking about going on camping and that. And then that young girl wanting to do sword fencing and boxing and that. And then I give her advice, didn't I, to go and do something else like football. It's made me all feel tired now. See you on the next video.